doff my heart out to anybody residing in Lagos. It's been a stressful day going to work, getting back, traffic and all, home with the kids, although it actually feels good to be back home. So, how are you guys doing? How is your day going? Um, so, I know because of accountability, I'm supposed to be posting videos regular and I've been on a bit of a hiatus. So, it's the everyday challenge, about productivity, getting ahead, how to actually stick to a schedule. So currently in my life, I'm trying a couple of things. I've been wondering, what should I talk about on my channel? What should be the focus on my channel? What should be the emphasis? Should I get a niche topic, something I really relate to and talk about that a lot? Or alternatively, should I just typically like my usual self ramble over so many things and just see how it goes? So today I just thought just do it, just record something, just start, just mumble about if you want to, that's all fine. So I want to talk about a couple of things, I suppose. um, I've started with how my day went and all. I'd like to talk about a little JavaScript as well because I did a bit of that today. So currently I'm working on a personal project. It's a Ludo application. It's a Ludo game application for people that play Ludo a lot. It's been quite challenging and very interesting. I really enjoyed the process. It took me quite a while. I'd say maybe a couple of weeks to like start from scratch and do it. And it's very very exciting, very challenging. I came across a couple of challenges, from the beginning, designing. So for me personally, I don't really like I don't have a passion for like design. I like problem solving. So the actual coding, I so for the boxes, the designs, the coloring, the styling, I got a boilerplate HTML, and for the styling, I just I looked around online and I found someone who did a really brilliant job. So I borrowed his his design for the purpose of my project, just to use that as a stepping stone to start. Then I started, and I had to think about it. You know, how how is this going to work? You take a step back, you look at a problem, and you start to think about it. So, and something really valuable that helped me in the course of this project is pseudocode. I think it's a very valuable skill that every developer ought, ought to implement, in his daily coding and whatnot. I think generally it can even apply to, your life outside the whole technique. So what it actually does for you is it break it breaks down codes into snippets, problems initially. So typically you want to do something like I want to go out of this room. So you break it down into problems. I need to get off this bed. I need to take one step at a time. Right leg, left leg, just like that. Get to the door, put your hand on the handle, take it down, turn it open, that kind of thing. So I looked at it and I thought, okay, how do you implement something like this? And typically, I had a look around. I know, there's a school of thought about creativity and all, but I think it's another vital skill to have is how people can collaborate, I think, is very important. So, and for coding especially, I kind of feel like every challenge you had, somebody else has had that. So you can always get a backing or somewhere to start from. So I looked at a couple of people, the approach they use. Then I thought of, okay, here's how you're going to go forward. So what does every tile have in common? So I basically created the design. Sorry, I had the design. So I created an object, a class that created an object that had properties and methods, you know. So each color had a class producing an object. So you have four objects. That's like the root of the tree going down. So that's how I basically I had a lot of functions, and there were several challenges I had. So I'll highlight a couple. Like okay, so how do you move the tile? I don't know. I don't have a board to show, and I'm pretty new to this stuff. So, but it would be helpful if you have a board. So it's interesting how the tiles move along the board. They move, then they go round in a cycle, and they come back again. So what I did is all the all the tiles, I put a unique identifier on them. So when you roll the dice and you get a random number, so it moves you from the tile you are to your new location. So that's how basically the mechanic worked. So it moves you around. So, but another thing to consider is the gameplay. So when you roll a six, you have another turn. So you have to think about how to get that. Then, how do your pieces relate with other pieces? So, for instance, if there's a blue tile and a red tile drops on top of that, what happens? It's different from when you drop on the same color tile, and there are some protected tiles. So, very interesting. I'll probably share my code in the comment section, or I don't know if if I find anywhere else that I can share, I'll probably do that as well. So it's just something I did and I accomplished, and I want to share with whoever is watching, my audience, so so that everybody would, benefit from what I've done, to see how it goes. So that's my that's the bit I want to talk about today. Hope I hope you guys are also having a good day, and I encourage you guys to always take a first step. I think great things begin with a first step. So, ciao, everybody. Good night and all the best.